Look, the jury's still out a little bit, right? I think if you take a look at the fact that FURIA played this against RV and lost 16-2, that's one thing, but it was their choice. It was their choice. It was FURIA's choice to take it there, right? So they have to have at least a little bit of confidence in this map. And guess what? This time round, they get to start on the CT side. So let's see what their defense has to offer. The fist bumps are in. Freeze time ticking on down, and well, this CT hold of FURIA, it is going to need to do a little bit more than we just saw on Nuke if they want to take this one to the third map of play. Remember, this is for survival. Winner of this will play the winner of the Astralis versus Fnatic series, which is going on simultaneously. 1xBet odds have blown on out now. G2, the favorites indeed.
Not looking so good for FURIA, but they are looking to set up here G2 for an A execute straight away. Smokes flashes being deployed. Currently we look to saffee as the player here holding down the site from CT. Haven't really dealt with him yet. In fact, they've just run into the open, and he has hung Jax out to dry. Luckily, NiKo with a P250 and the pistol has taken one of those kills back, but FURIA now getting to the site. G2 putting the bomb down. Yeah,
they can't push too far forward here. KSCERATO just over towards the window, trying to make sure that they can't take too much space. The rotation from yuurih, that could be the difference maker here for FURIA. Now, I want you to note the kit is on safe, and he is already low.
Aleksib hunting down drop in middle. He's done good damage, but no kill as drop will flick back. m0NESY's turn from window. Good headshot to remove drop from the round.
Here comes yuurih.
And yuurih certainly starting his flank around the backside, this time from Palace. NiKo had a quick look to ramp, but it's the Palace kill that's come in. And m0NESY alongside Hunter so clean.
Low. He's very low.
Safe getting to the defuse, has got the kit in his back. He's trying to stick it, the knife coming in, but not enough time. And that is going to be everybody going down, but G2 with a pistol.
Yeah, look, everybody does go down with the ship right there. It didn't look likely for FURIA after that Goosh came on in. There was so much space for them to work with. m0NESY's kill over towards the window room as well, and the key real estate was in the hands of the international squad. So great way for Aleksib and KO to kick this one off here. Want to get this one done as quickly as you can, be as efficient with maps played, and nice shot there from Hunter as well. m0NESY chipping in too, and here is saffee, just trying to keep safe. As we have 3 MAC-10s, 2 AK-47s going up against primarily USPs here. They've opted to stack over towards the A bomb side. It is just yuurih, Cat, drop window, and 3 players from FURIA deep within the A site. 2 players over towards B early. It's Hunter crawling through the underpass. Jax was up in the B apartments. NiKo's going to join him now as well. Aleksib and m0NESY have grabbed this mid control. This is looking likely to be a B split here. Flash towards connector. Hunter uses that as his cue to step on out and throw some utility to just clear out the close corridors.
A few days ago, we got to see G2 in action. Strong first map on Nuke, and they play against Fnatic on Mirage. They got beat 16-7. That's not a good start in this round. yuurih with the first, but m0NESY hunts it down in reply.
Yeah, that's all handled now. They can get into B, they can get the bomb down. That would have been the only problem, right? The only thorn in the side right there is rotation coming on through. Hunter's ears perk on up. He knows the ecos are not too far away.
Money in the bank for Hunter. Art, nice little tap around the backside. G2, they don't want to lose too many more weapons here.
Yeah, 2's probably enough, isn't it? They know that the buy is going to come out in the next round from FURIA here, so I'm sure that they would love to find whatever they can. Start and drop now, and warning shots from the short position. m0NESY takes off drop's head, and now it is just up close and personal. The MAC-10 at this range, $600. How much do they want to push the issue here? Jax is walking into the den. Quizzical clear. There you go. Art's happy with this. He can go down now. It doesn't even need to hold on to this MAC-10 if they wanted to rip it out of his hands. Bomb goes off, 2-0. And m0NESY gets it done, but that's extra cash for Art, right? Art with that kill now has 6K. He can buy an AWP. That wouldn't have been able to happen otherwise. So Jax's death actually really puts them in a bit of an Orky-Momo. Big green out. The same can't be said on the other side, as G2 will just be operating with 5 rifles here. Let's see if saffee can find impact immediately with this AWP, right? You're taking a look at the setup. You got drop anchoring over towards B. KSCERATO, his support network as the short player. saffee will be over towards window. yuurih to anchor A, and then Art, well, he's literally everywhere. So there's a 3-man B lean early. saffee in window. Art, KSCERATO, and drop have actually stacked over towards the B site within the first gun rounds here. And a passive stance on A. Set up in towards the vent room, and KSCERATO will actually drop back to take over this window position. But it is a default crawl right now.
Hunter. Oh, goes through the smoke. KSCERATO ready. Hunter down early, and G2 handed a deficit. Art could extend upon that here.
Oh, Aware.
Large barrel poking around the corner, still comes away with m0NESY and doesn't go far enough for Aleksib to trade that out.
Yikes, that one has gone missing there, and just more jarring play towards mid. Aleksib not going to finish that one off. The molly could.
Certainly could. Art is taking damage. Aleksib, though, has gone out of play, and Art will survive. It's NiKo's turn, but in the meantime, Jax has taken 2 kills that puts them back into the equilibrium. Problem is, he has to go up connector and drop. Did have eyes on it. Jax had the opportunity, but misses the first shot, so now it's all on NiKo.
We've seen him win a 1-on-2 already over there on Nuke. Let's
40
see
seconds.
if he can get this one done. Bomb is in a bit of a problematic position, top mid. The AWP not bearing down, drop also taking eyes off of mid. So NiKo actually has a lot of room to play this one out, but needs to get a move on.
Not a lot of time, and that certainly is a factor here for NiKo. He's got so much to clear out. At this point, I don't even know if it is possible for him to get to the site in time without...
Back to the A, kills safe. As long as he clears... Oh, he's going short.
He's going short, and he has to be very, very quick to take down the site here. He can't even afford to really look towards connector and take his time. So because of that, Safe will remove him, and we see FURIA with her first on the board. Yeah,
and some of those financial woes of giving away 3 rifles or 3 weapons within the second round of play, already coming back to haunt G2 here. They're going to be down to a skimp buy. NiKo gets the AK. The rest are going to be looking at MAC-10s, maybe some Tech 9s in the mix here, but well handled. And that's a classic play for Hunter, getting boosted into the window. It's something he used to do back in the crazy days. It's a bit of a maneuver that I'm sure if you get KSCERATO, there'll be a real conversation on who created that one.
Oh, yeah.
But here we go. You can see the upgraded pistols around NiKo's AK-47. Windows smoked off, and over towards apartments they go, 3 of which very light util. They need to smash this one open.
yuurih loves to do this. He loves to play up on the palace in this annoying angle. We'll see if G2 have done their prep and are aware of this possibility. yuurih decides to come down the ladder to play from underwood, and so now with a peek out, Jax will not see him. Instead, catches Safe looking the wrong way. Now yuurih's time to strike into action. He's found 1. A lineup nearly for 3. His teammates here to help him out. yuurih just tucking himself in the underwood. Hunter trying to move forward with that Tech 9 swiftly, but KSCERATO comes in to bail out his teammate. Great job from yuurih taking those 2 kills and drawing the attention away.
Yeah, you can thank Art for that one as well. He swung on in and dealt with NiKo, who was the player coming through Palace with the AK. So yuurih gets his teammates to protect him there. Guardian Angel Art, as the scoreline is tied up 2-2, and the pistol should be out right now. NiKo's immediately equipped himself a deagle. And during all of this, right, you can see the death of NiKo come in on the kill feed. So thank you very much, Art. Get back into the mix of things, and yeah, it is only that $700 hand cannon. So the only man we should be watching on the T side right now is NiKo. Aleksib trying to make some space. He's already dead, and they waterfall out. Dinks are good, but I think that's about all they're going to get here.
Yeah, nice and clean from FURIA. They don't lose a single player. G2 try what they might to try and get the bomb plant, but unable to do so. So their buy, because of the lack of bomb plant, isn't looking too hot to trot here, Chad.
Now, when I was watching this G2 matchup yesterday against Liquid, there was an early round where m0NESY, they did like a quick B split on a force, or maybe it was a lighter buy, but m0NESY had a deagle and he got 2 key kills as part of that B split. Now, look, all we do is seem to talk about NiKo here. I need to see somebody else as an opener for the team, and you would look towards the primary AWPer to do so, right? So as m0NESY slowly becomes more and more comfortable in this squad, he's going to be a key factor in giving them more opportunities on the T side.
Well, Art loves to get a good opening, and he has done exactly that. m0NESY down. He's involved in an opening.
Yeah, not on the right end of it, though. That is a big problem now.
And now G2 start to send a couple of players down through underpass. It's slow, it's tentative. Trying to find out if they have mid control. FURIA have actually let them have it, so G2 will confirm that in just a moment. Art about to dunk an air right down on Jax.
Decent damage.
Yeah, a little bit off the top. Puts him within instant headshot radius of the M4s. Just taking the time here, G2, getting that mid-control. Looking like they're starting to think about a B hit here. Safe will be under a bit of pressure.
He's on his own, isn't he?
Yeah. He would have to deal with NiKo. I'm assuming he's going to come into play once his short prawn to the approaches come through, because he's smoked off right now. So Safe has a window, a chance to try and fight down a short, but he drops out of his position. Luckily, Art, through the smoke, pulls at least 1 kill back. And it is FURIA that stay up in the player advantage.
Well, guess what? yuurih is going around the world again here. He's currently in T-spawn. He'll be flanking in about 10 seconds' time. Kits are in play. Util is there. This retake is definitely on.
yuurih always finding himself in pesky positions, but that means FURIA will start to take their time into this. They're wanting to let him get into a position where he's able to deliver some impact. Finally, Art gets itchy feet and decides to move forward, but Hunter and NiKo, the cousins, bring him down, and now Drop trying his best to get in. It's good damage under the second. And now yuurih's been spotted as well, and the time is ticking on. He'll try and draw back, but NiKo decides no mercy, as it is 3-3.
That's left a bad taste in my mouth a bit there. If you have a player coming in a flank like that, they had kits, they had utility, they just needed a posture and maybe throw out some util to at least draw the attention. They went so early.
Yeah, they went very early into that.
yuurih wasn't in a... Like, if yuurih starts running, he's going to give away his steps. The flank is thrown away. I understand you want to draw the eyes to open up the avenue, but...
It was way too early. It felt a little preemptive from Art just to try and move out, because you want to try and get that player in apartments to trade you as well, right?
Precisely. He's the unknown entity in all of that, but here we go. Double orbs, Safe and Art equipped.
Not much utility at all here, really.
No, and the double orbs can make up for that. They can stay a little bit more forward in their stance until they are flashed or smoked off the line. Now, you can see Art in the vent room. KSCERATO floating window. Safe just continues to move around here. And a stalled out approach from G2. You can understand against a team like FURIA why you would want to handle things a little bit slower and more methodical, because their crazy aggressive maneuvers are something you can't be caught off guard by.
Well, G2 are getting this mid-control. Problem is, if they walk any closer to some of these choke points, Art's AWP is holding this short peek. He's just about to get that shot. It's m0NESY again out of the round early, and Art looking for the second. Now he's under so much pressure. NiKo hunts him down. Art hopped the ladder, and now Jack swings out to the B side. G2 with some important kills here. KSCERATO trying to swoop back in for FURIA to at least keep the numbers even, but he can't do it. He had a shot, but didn't quite capture it.
Bomb's going down. Hunter's in a position to deny any saves here. He's currently still in connector. yuurih's still watching his position for over towards Ticket, and that's the key right here, is Hunter. He can remove all of these guns.
They're saving this.
But look at this. He's still so close, right? It's starting to peer out now. yuurih goes down, and they can't get away. They're going to be stuck over towards CT spawn.
This could be a nightmare for FURIA. Not only do they not really contest the round, they might not have the weapons to do so in the next. Hunter, that was his chance to bring down the AWP, but his teammate's now gone and safe. They know where he is. It's worthwhile, G2, hunting this and just removing everything. They're close, but they're not really forcing the issue too much. Aleksib is taking his time, still moving forward.
Should start running now with the sound of the bomb, but it is against an AWP, so he's a little bit scared. Blind spam around the corner, not going to get the kill.
Luckily, he hangs on to it. That is at least something here for FURIA.
Precisely something, right? You have a little bit of a look here at the money situation. It's around the 2K mark for everybody, so it's just going to be the big green carried on through. I think Hunter knew he did a lot of damage right there, just asking what the HP was of Safe. And I love the tricky little movement there of Art. If he hit that one, like bouncing off the ladder, I think that NiKo might have put a hole through his monitor.
Yeah, we had massive tech pause right there. But at least they get that over. Gary trying to figure out all the answers now, looking through the book. What can we do?
It's also good for a coach, right, to just jot down where the kills came in, you know, where you think the loss bonus is at. Here's the Zeus option again. Let's see, NiKo. Do you want to push past the magic line drawn in the sand? I'd say if anybody's going to be reserved in a scenario like this not to give away an AK, it'll be NiKo, right? He understands his position in all of this. They just do the standard feeling out again over towards the B apartments. They make sure that Hunter can have clear passage in through the underpass. Aleksib and m0NESY back through T-spawn. Utility limped on out now to help push him up forward. But here's Safe's AWP, and they now know where it is.
And that's a lot of info for G2 to work with. NiKo, again, if he walks around this corner at Palace, there is a pesky little Art waiting for him. You ever watch the show Art Attack?
I did, yes. Yes, indeed.
This could be an Art Attack. Zeus is just waiting, primed and ready now. Spotted goes, and the damage is there, but not enough for the kill. And now yuurih springs into action with an Eagle, now an AK in hand.
Okay, this is interesting now. AWP and AK to defend on A.
G2 taking the time, getting to the site. They're getting peppered through the smoke. Jax decides better not to be in that position, drops back elsewhere. And now drop removed. NiKo just very safe up to the Palace area here. And it's an AK and an AWP. Not bad here for FURIA to take into the next.
That's key, right? The fact that 2,400 is a loss bonus into the next, they were going to be a little bit light on as far as some purchases. Safe doesn't want to give that away. It means that he wouldn't have it in the next round of play. So you can understand the decision-making here, but that's going to allow G2 to get their 5th round on the board. And shaky in patches still. You know, I think this G2 team is still doing some convincing. They are going to have another match today to do even more of that, if they are able to convert here in a 2-0 fashion.
Yeah. Difference is now NiKo starting to have some impact to that Fnatic game we got to cast, Chad. He was a non-factor really against Fnatic. And if he can have some impact on the T side, he can actually find some space, he's able to work out at Palace, that becomes a different G2. And Hunter also had a unusual game. He went 8-22 against Fnatic on Mirage the last time.
Oh dear, okay. Well, I don't think that's going to be happening again.
Doesn't feel like that's a likely outcome.
You're speaking of Fnatic here, we do have a FURIA timeout. Just quick little B-Stream update. Sorry, B-Stream update. Astralis versus Fnatic. If you don't want to hear this one, close your ears. First map went in the favor of Astralis on Inferno, but that was after an 8-1 start for Fnatic out the gates. Now, map number 2 is currently underway, and Fnatic are off to another blistering hot little race to the finish line, 9-1. Now, if they drop another map after being up so much, you might have to start doing some Fnatic choking memes.
Yeah, we might have to send them to therapy after that, I think. That could be a real disaster, but we'll see if they can close it out, keep that series going. But here, G2, they're looking to be G2-0 and take it down FURIA as they head on to Mirage. And here comes another gun round. FURIA have been able to get a good purchase around this.
Yeah, that AK and the saved AWP adding a lot to this defense. Now, Safe's in towards the underpass here with the AWP. Honesty, he's patrolling with one of his own. Safe will have to get out of this position. They will need to give the assist. Honesty, Molly has to use the smoke. And, well, I think Safe is in a bit of a pickle here.
Well, that is great from Safe. This is what FURIA love to do. Some underpass aggression thrown into the mix. Safe and Art able to come away with 2. And G2, well, they're handed a very difficult round immediately here. They have to figure out how do you play this in a 3v5.
That's gone the complete other way than what I was assuming. Right, you have Monacy top mid, he did the extinguish, but Art just being pesky as you like. It is towards Jax, who could find himself in the action very, very soon. Pushed up on the precipice of a B-Apps pop. Aleksib and NiKo working on some mid control. And Jax might actually have to go lingering in for a headshot here.
Wow.
He went lingering in, but he received the headshot.
Yes, he definitely got a headshot involved in the mix there. But I think this one might just be a write-off for G2 unless something magic happens.
Thank you, Art.
That's a nice free kill. Sometimes Art can do that and provide the option. And a second kill for Aleksib. And now suddenly this round kicks into action for G2. yuurih positioned at Tetris. Aleksib will be aware of yuurih's positioning, usually around the palace. He'll start to clear out this close position. 30 seconds left on this clock. Oh, Aleksib nearly takes down 3, but it's all on NiKo. AWP, bomb position towards his B side. If he takes down Drop, there's no one else there.
I think he thinks Drop's still over towards the apartments, so he doesn't want to try going the close angle, and that's just going to run him into 2 here. KSCERATO going to swing on out, and he'll finish off the round. Yeah, look, I think that where NiKo was positioned, if he knew that Drop was Van, when that transition happened, he could have had the kill. It was just a little bit unfortunate, didn't predict correctly. 2 AWPs carried across for FURIA here to bring into round number 10.
For me, there was Art play, this one here right on the screen right now. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? You're up 5-3, your economy isn't that well built up. You don't have to take the risk, and you shouldn't really take the risk.
Yeah, but it's Art, you know?
Well, yeah,
look, I wish I could sit here and explain it away, but that's the thing. There's just some plays you physically can't explain it away. You just need to
let it be.
In awe, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, Art, he's got the AWP back anyway. NiKo very quick this time into ladder room. Another try and go Palace, but yuurih in his favorite spot. Oh, he's able to get away with 2. That is a huge start. That's a bone-shaking 2K to start off this round. And once again, G2 back to a 3v5.
Yeah, these openings that they're looking for here are not working at all. NiKo's next. He has a chance to draw things back. Art is low, but still hits the shot. And now it's a 2-on-5. Things go from bad to worse.
Yeah, G2 have really fallen flat in recent rounds here. Aleksib getting caught. This is a round that G2 might not even get a single kill in. Monacy's towards top middle to try and change that fact. But even then, how much can he really get here?
Yeah, you think about that call that was just made. If we can just kind of dissect and understand it, he's wanting 2 players to walk. This has to be on Aleksib, right? I assume. I don't think anybody else is making this decision. Is to walk out of Palace because they've gone for mid control, right? Like they've gone for mid control. Hopefully that draws the eyes of 3 players. That's traditionally what you'd expect to happen. NiKo ran all the way out without any worry at all, and then you expect that to be a gap, right? There should be, but yuurih, as you mentioned, it's a position he likes to play, so they just walk straight into their death. Not going to be able to exploit any contact plays here. Look how early this is. A minute 39. I can almost guarantee the call is contact our apps, we'll fake mid.
Yeah, but was there enough done in mid to really draw anything away?
No, because NiKo got through into the vent room without any contact whatsoever, right? I think there was the AWP shot from Art seeing him run on up, but that was it. So if there was a kill, if there was a bit more impact found, then maybe, just maybe, they could have made it work.
Well, this round, I don't think they're going to make much work in this one. Maybe the legs as they start to turn their way towards the A site. It is Safe, who might just have a shooting gallery here. Art helps him out. Now just NiKo, Monacy, and Aleksib. yuurih goes a little bit more aggressive and proactive to try and gather info on the fallback. Good dink onto Safe, but he still will stand, and At this point, yuurih, he's just lost m0NESY. And that's the clock from behind. It's a death sentence to the AK.
Watch this 1-on-5. This is the kid's going to show what he's really got right now. No armor, AK picked up, first kill with a Glock.
Yeah, here we go, m0NESY. He tried.
But I'm actually casting Katowice 2023 right now.
Okay.
I've returned from the future, Dinko. This year, we actually invent time travel. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with the time travel discussion, but it's actually Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Jeff Bezos. They're currently working on that together.
So that's what all the microchips are for?
Well, right now, they're pretending they're going to space.
Okay,
they're not
so
actually going to space.
Having little visits.
It's the time-space continuum.
So there's space somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I would love that. That would be awesome. What would you do if you could go back in time, Chad?
Oh, play the Titan game over and over again, I guess.
Just forever.
Yeah, just play it on repeat.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
See if I could drop 30 instead of just 27.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just a casual 27.
Look, I only had one good game of Counter-Strike, guys. Let me have that. All right, well, handled here and timeout called.
Was Maniac playing in that game?
He was.
Just rub it in some more, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, Aleksib into a Mac 10, and his current spawn is towards mid, so he can either go fast B, he can jump through the top mid cat smoke. Okay, looks like B will be his decision here. These are very direct rounds, the last few that Aleksib's called. It's an out-of-spawn call, right? They're not default heavy. Hunter has mid control, and they are setting up for a BXQ. Art's here to deal with this.
Oh, Art is certainly going to try and deal with it. Gets aggressive. Hangs around, now has to run back into Aleksib. He's launched off, he's trying to find him, but Art still reacts in time to get the pick. Luckily, Jax is quick to hunt him down.
Full rotation here.
Yeah, FURIA have the numbers here, and while G2 haven't got out of the apartments, this could be stifled very quickly. And in fact, G2 could decorate the halls with their corpses. This could get messy. Molly's up as well. Utility's going to slow this one down completely. G2 in a rough spot.
Yeah, maybe get on out of here. Nade comes on through. Now it's just NiKo and Hunter, the Kovac cousins, to clutch up 2v4.
Oh god, it's now just NiKo. Oh, nice tap on the first. Spots out KSCERATO, and suddenly NiKo thrust into the 1v2. Felt like he had that one. Chad starting to believe, but Safe will remove him before any antics begin.
You're not going to win many T rounds if that's how they start off. We're looking at 4 consecutive rounds right now, one of which was NiKo. The rest have had rifles, and every single time G2 have just been stalled out before they didn't even get started. So some real dramas here as far as the opening kills go. And look, because they're so direct, it's like you're hoping to play against a stack, right? You're hoping to find the opening and then cascade the rest. If it doesn't go their way, they're really up a creek without a paddle.
It feels like FURIA have a GPS tracker on their boat right now because they're able to just convincingly rotate because G2 haven't really conditioned him to do elsewhere, you know? This feels like a very easy call game for Art right now.
It's going quite well for them here, and even in some of the few rounds we did see them attempt a default spread, they lost the opening picks without a trade back. Consolation there for Jax, Aleksib and Jax the remaining 2 in another disadvantaged situation. All right.
Bomb is nowhere near Aleksib right now, but it has drawn the players towards him.
Whiffed his smoke there, could have got across for free.
He's got his AWP out. Now he's waiting for drop to overextend. Jack's not really in a position to do much here, and I don't know if KSCERATO just seen the bomb, but if he did, he can just lock that down now.
Yeah, drop should not move right here, right now.
Aleksib about to walk into him, spots him out, missed shot, and that's the death sentence for Aleksib. Just Jax now, and it's a good kill. 2 more to find. Has to go back and get the bomb, but still has time.
If he goes through underpass, maybe he can isolate a one-on-one, but in this situation, you can see KSCERATO about to lurk out top mid. There it is. Jax goes down, and 8 rounds now for FURIA. This is a fantastic streak. In these last 5, the bomb has not gone down at all, right? Some of them got a little bit close, sure, some 2-on-2s. NiKo tried to turn a 1-on-4 into a winnable round right there, but the round's already done, right? They're just losing kills on the way out the door. So this is very convincing stuff from FURIA now. Plants need to start coming through if you are G2, if you want to make the last couple of rounds at least, well, as efficient as possible, right?
Yeah, at this point, FURIA have just been dominating the opening fights. So they change it up. They're setting m0NESY up to try and crack open the round. NiKo charging his way up short, has been here time and time again. This time finally gets a fight, and he wins it. So he'll be down to 10 HP. A second on Art through the smoke. That's great from NiKo. Now G2 have the 2-man advantage.
Yeah, NiKo's had enough here, hasn't he? Oh, don't worry, boys, I'll go. NiKo kills real. That's the 3rd for NiKo now. Literally just taking over a round single-handedly. Sure, his teammates threw some mid-utility, but he's had to pull all of these kills. 2 more to find.
And that's the power of NiKo. Just spurring them into a round win. So these players separated from each other as well. Drop is looking towards connector, but G2 are sending their players through the apartments.
Drop should have this onto NiKo, but it's going to be a 2-on-4.
And NiKo's work done in this round. Drop immediately swings into his cousin who finds revenge. And now it's just safe.
The thing with that play again is it's literally just NiKo running mid. I understand utility's been thrown for him, but he's not trading off a teammate, right? He's manufacturing all of those openings almost single-handedly. Just with the pace alone, his aim, the one through the smoke was brilliant, the alt pickup. He's also taken over a central part of the map. By having window, he's ruined the rotations to try and do anything. Now it's going to be 8-6, so thank you very much, NiKo. But how many times can you ask of him to do that? It doesn't feel like something you can replicate time and time again.
Absolutely not. Well, maybe with NiKo, but yeah, surely not, not every round. But at least there's only one more in play here. In the rest of the half, G2 would love to grab 7. That's how it went last time on Nuke.
Yeah, precisely. So, look, 6 is already pretty good for a T-hole. 7's going to be brilliant. It was looking pretty bleak up until this point, so good stuff to turn this one on its head. Both teams with a decent-looking buy here. The only omission is yuurih with a FAMAS. The rest have their rifles of choice. The kits are out. The utils there. The double AWPs back in play for one more time.
m0NESY. It's being set up again to try and get an opening. Unfortunately for m0NESY, no one's really come into his crosshair at any point. No one's tried to challenge any of the positions he's been set up for. He will nade down Aleksib. And safe, holding for the underpass peak of G2.
Very mid-centric hold here from FURIA. Look how many bodies on the radar are close to this.
Yeah, this could be a guillotine right now for G2. They have to try and break through it. Smoke goes into top com. Molly forces safe back. Good methodical play to take connector control. Just using that utility to limit some of the possible casualties. And remove some of the risk. You see an update in the B stream, 12-3 half for Fnatic. Astralis lead the series 1-0 on maps though. Good kill from Art. m0NESY out of the round early. And that is going to give FURIA a big advantage. Hunter decides to snatch it back as we go under 50 seconds. Bomb still positioned towards top middle. NiKo position in ramp.
Oh, is it on NiKo again here? Because they're stalled out in mid right now. They need to scoop up the bomb. As you mentioned, the time's starting to become a little bit of an issue. If they want to go for an A split, it will be into 3 players. Drops the solo member on the B site. If they knew what we knew, maybe they'd try and pressure the youngster, but they're going to walk straight into Safe's AWP.
Safe is going to love this. Easy kills for him. Spotted out NiKo on the ramp as well. KSCERATO, he's down to help out from jungle. Finally, Aleksib takes him down, and it's yuurih from the site with 2. Just NiKo, he can't do much about that. And FURIA will take a 9-6 half. We're taking a short break, but when we come back, we'll see if FURIA can force us to a 3rd, or will G2 step one step closer to the spot egg.
One more on me, that one.
And that is what our teams are all battling for. Only 2 spots left. Today we find out who those 2 teams are going to be. G2 looking to take one step closer if they win Mirage. They're into their final. Staying alive here as they battle back on Mirage, leading the way 9-6 as they head to their T side affair.
Yeah, Inferno if we need it here in FURIA. They had a pretty good first half, all things considered. Now they're onto the attack. Let's see what they can offer on their T side. 1x bet odds, well, they've come back over a little bit. Slight convincing done by the Brazilians. Art with some more impact.
Looking like an A-split call here for FURIA. 2 going through the underpass, 3 through ramp. Utility being set up with a smoke and a flash over the top to let KSCERATO loose. Looking to take some range with this P250. Has spotted Jax just jump on by. At least that position known, but NiKo still the secret weapon, still the player uncalled for in this pistol. And he's going to hide behind triple. Art up in the window is taken down, and m0NESY, and now NiKo swings with nothing. That is unorthodox. You don't see that every day. And Jax having to back off, still the 3v3.
They can take their time on this. They could even scoop up the bomb. Drop is in a key position over towards jungle and window. yuurih can rotate back through spawn. KSCERATO doesn't have to commit into the site with the bomb, but he is.
He's watching his teammates flank. Aleksib watches from short, and they go to plant, and he gets away with a second. That is ridiculous from Aleksib.
How has he gotten away with that?
Oh, a little bit of luck maybe playing into that one, but still looks great. And now it's on yuurih. P250 for a bit of style of his own. Tapping up towards short. Can't quite find Aleksib, and now it's G2 just playing containment. Knowing that as soon as he taps the bomb, they can try and pull some info, know that he's not on it anymore.
Yeah, being reserved about this. Nice stuff from G2. Playing the fundamentals here. Not giving yuurih anything at all.
Let's try and tap again. Just really trying to get away with this, but finally Aleksib swings. He's down to 8, and Aleksib will secure 3 in the pistol. Great stuff from him, and G2 have the pistol round in the second half.
Yeah, and there's Xtaz trying to fire up the boys, understanding what's on the line here. As we've mentioned earlier, we've said it time and time again, this is a whole nother game for these guys today. So conserving energy, giving you as much downtime to prep for your final match of the day is going to be important, because over there, looks like it might go 3. Fnatic versus Astralis on map number 2, currently 14-3 in favor of the Swinglish. That's the Swedish-English mix of Fnatic at the moment. Looking like a B rush here.
Yeah, FURIA got flashes, so they're going to try and get a bomb plant out of this.
They won a round like this on Nuke, remember?
They did.
Let's see if they can do it again.
Tried to erase that, but it did happen. And here they come, out the window, out to the B side. Hunter does well with the first, trying to track his opponents here. Aleksib finally will be able to get away with 2 kills and cleans it up again for 3 as 8 rounds now read for G2.
Okay, well, they've handled the must win. Now this is where we get into the business stage. The first rifle round here for FURIA. They won't be able to get an AWP out prioritized into Safe's hands, but the same to be said for G2. They're just going to be operating here with rifles. So see what kind of crazy approach Art has in mind for us here. They do love speed demoning straight up middle, up the cat into the window room, but doesn't appear to be the preference early. KSCERATO top mid, 3 over towards A, drop dealing with any B pushes. KSCERATO selling a bit of a mid fake here. NiKo's going to call this one clear. It is Jax to be tested on the A site, currently at Ticker. Art creeping up the ramp. He's going to come through the smoke, and I think he may have just missed Jax on the jump.
NiKo walks right into KSCERATO. So he lays the trap. NiKo
Jax spotted him there.
Walks
Knows
into
it's going to be
it.
sandwich.
And Jax is going to try and pull this kill on Art. Forces him wide with a molly, but can't take the kill. That's the FAMAS really working against him, that.
Yeah, but this is the question. Do they just want to try and finish A? They have so many nades. They could actually set up for a full set piece here. Smokes towards jungle, the stairs, everything they want and more. Ooh, miss smoke.
Okay. Now Aleksib's given a chance. Peeks up for 1, and they're kind of just disjointed here, FURIA.
Pushing in, he's got the bomb.
Oh no. Aleksib, he might be able to try and isolate these fights into 1v1s. Has against
Drop needs to get out. He has.
Ramp, and luckily Drop gets out of dodge.
Wow, so committed there. And now they can drop all the way back. Take a look at Hunter's position here. Still residing on the catwalk. So if they do decide to finish on towards the B site, Hunter hasn't left just yet. Saw KSCERATO top mid, flashes him back. Monacy's going to pick off of this, and the quick shot not going to land. But an idea that they are backpedaling could start to grow.
Hunter has pushed towards short side.
Perfectly timed smoke as well here. Are they going to disrespect this? Art is the type of player just to creepy crawl all the way through, but it is risky now on low HP.
It's Art. What's a smoke to Art? It's absolutely nothing. They go right through it. Hunter, again, has an itchy available, but
ahead of the
no
smoke,
info.
though.
They've come through the smoke, and Hunter might just get wrapped around, but turns!
Oh!
How does Drop get away with that? And now Monacy looking down to the site. Drop is so low, 1 bullet from death. And Monacy needs a kill here. He needs to find one. He's finally got it. It's Art that hits the deck. Now we've got to keep eyes on Aleksib's position. He's just behind Monacy here in this spot.
And they're going to try and save you.
I don't think there's much of an opportunity to get through when you're trying to get through that close choke point of the market area. You have to drop back and see if these weapons.
Yeah, try and get Monacy into an upgrade. See if you can go find him something elsewhere. The scout, look, he can retain it, but you'd love to pick a rifle up. Maybe even a FAMAS, right? I'm sure that Jax, he would have loved an M4 that round, but a FAMAS upgrade from the scout, see what Monacy can buy into the next. He's going to have plenty of cash. But it all comes down to Art disrespecting Hunter's smoke. You can see that he wasn't ready for it. The smoke, we all know it doesn't operate as a wall, but traditionally late round like that, you feel that maybe, just maybe, they would have respected its presence. It's going to be the first round here for FURIA within this second half of play, and they'll be the first to reach double digits. Now we've got a game on our hands, and look, Art had a lot of impact on Nuke. He's doing it again here. 17 kills for him right now, most in the server. Everybody on FURIA in the double digits too, and that kill from Drop, yeah.
It's kind of unreasonable, isn't it?
What can you say about that one?
I mean, Hunter really should have at least got one. You see the disbelief on his face of how he didn't step up there, but FURIA, 10 rounds now on the board, G2. It'll be P for Monacy. And they're going to try and set up Aleksib for this boost in the short. yuurih not ready, and that's a great opening for G2. Aleksib looking for the follow-up as well, but has decided it's time to drop back into Con.
Art's pressing the issue here.
Yeah, he doesn't really let you breathe for too long here, Art. Jax mollied, forced into the fight, and he will burn in the fire. Art tries to get a follow-up for FURIA, but Hunter, proactive, gets the kill back, and now KSCERATO's turn to strike. He's got 1 and 2. Aleksib, the second victim to the rifle.
Might just be a case of a save here again right now, unless m0NESY can find something with the AWP. Currently perched up on catwalk, starting to swing on out and clear mid with Hunter, but KSCERATO moves further forward, and this is looking like his round. Hunter's going to get caught off guard by this. AK steps out, and KSCERATO's done it all. Just young m0NESY now with that AWP.
Big clutch needed from m0NESY. First shot is so quick onto KSCERATO.
Has a kit, has a smoke. This is the type of round he could go for.
He needs another pick. That info, give it away. He knows the position of drop. He'll go to the stairs. Thinks about the CT setup. Thinks about the remaining positions. m0NESY trying to get close. How does he approach this one? How does he turn it into 1v1s? Scope gives away his spot, trying to pull drop into the fight. Drop hasn't gone for it, finally will! And m0NESY not quick enough, well, not accurate enough, certainly was quick, but 11 rounds now for FURIA.
Looking good now, looking very good now for FURIA here. That AWP brought over, that was G2's response with a gun round. You saw it wasn't the best of buys, but a buy nonetheless, and now they're going to find themselves in a world of hurt. Jax getting burnt out of position too, unfortunate deaths for him, 2 rounds in a row. And KSCERATO, he did it all. If they lost that one after KSCERATO completely cleaned house, put over towards the A site, 3 massive kills, FURIA might have been face-palming a little bit, but now they can thank their lucky stars. 12, very likely here. Flashes over mid. m0NESY going to push on through. Has the cavalry of Jax and NiKo following. Here comes the pressure, but here's KSCERATO standing tall, top mid, the best and easiest kills of his life as he spams on through. Maybe not the best, maybe the easiest. Best, I've seen some classic KSCERATO highlights. Kills for KSCERATO now, so just 2 rounds and he's found himself overtaking Art on the leaderboard.
I think he's seen his card, right? That he wants to get those stats up. He wants to get those ratings up a bit. 95
overall, mate.
It's not bad.
You got to be happy with 95. Yeah, so...
A couple of the individual stats.
Sure.
I'm a little disappointed in those. That's the kind of mentality these players have, is strive for perfection, strive for as much as you can get out of it.
They're converging on Hunter right now.
Yeah, poor Hunter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. You're not going to be long for this world.
Put him out of his misery. Get him a good gun. And that's coming up in this round. G2 got about 4.3k average here, so...
Just having a little bit of a look here. Inferno is the 3rd. Is this the exact same map pool again? So we've had it happen 3 times in a row here for G2. They get to go into...
Mirage.
Yeah. So against Fnatic, it went Nuke, Mirage, Inferno, and that was the series they lost. So...
16-7 the last time, so they've improved at least by 1, but we'll see if they can get any more out of this. They are back to the buy. It is going to be 5 M4s, and again, the only kit in play is on the back of NiKo, so keep an eye on that. FURIA very quick to take the mid control. m0NESY's in the connector. It's an important position here. A lot of responsibility put on his shoulders, and nearly doesn't have much else on his shoulders. His head nearly taken off, and Art will hunt him down, punishing m0NESY in the connector.
Great stuff there from Art, continuing to lead by example here for this FURIA roster. And now it is NiKo to try and defend the A site with the support of Jax over towards Ticket. Smokes will fade momentarily and the fight will be on.
NiKo dropping back into the firebox. Flash is going to go around, allowing them the exit through connector, but Aleksib through the smoke will not make it easy for them. They will not journey to the site unscathed. And again, Jax and NiKo here, but NiKo's barrel spotted, and NiKo climbs over the top, and that's going to be 1 for him, but that's all she wrote. Now Jax with much more pressure on his shoulders. He's lost his sharpest teammate inside of the site.
Bomb should go down here.
Yeah, yuurih's taking a bit more of a risk, jumping up on top of the triple, but because of the different position, the off angle, Jax wasn't ready for it. Now Hunter's turn to try and claim some of these kills back, but G2 not really getting much going here. Just Aleksib, and that's going to be 13 for FURIA.
Beautiful stuff handled there, and Art with the opening kill into connector. You can see m0NESY, right? He gets mollied out of position, he gets spammed on through, gooshed, and then Art, bloodlust, chases him down, opens up the account, and from there, the dominoes continue to fall for G2, who are up against the ropes at this. Only 2,900 into the next round of play. This is not where you want to find yourself if you are G2. One of the teams that had a lot of eyes on them coming into this tournament. Throughout the offseason have made some big changes. In-game leader out, Aleksib coming on in. Amanek was replaced with young Buck. Scoreboard with only 9 kills. Having a rough go of things, old Monacy here. His CT impact with an AWP could be a difference maker, but they're running out of rounds to do so. Art has been an absolute menace here. I just want to point out his opening exchanges. He's been involved in 9 opening exchanges throughout this map so far. He has converted 7. 7. Exactly what you want from this player. He finds impact. He opens up the round for his team to convert. Axe has an opportunity to get on the mic. Not too many more of these are going to be offered on up. It's going to have to just be some pistol upgrades around this one saved M4. But when you're in a scenario like this, you want to set this M4 up. Aleksib needs to put himself in a position to find impact, because next round they'll be able to buy regardless. So where's Aleksib spawned for? It's towards the back of the pack. It's not like there's anything exciting. He can't necessarily jump out window here. He can't push into Palace quite quickly. Where is he going to operate with this saved rifle? Through the window room he goes. He will jump out, okay. So they're trying to operate with the boost here.
All right, they've done this a few times. It has gained them a kill the last time they did it. But they've not seen anything early, so can't commit to it too heavily.
Oh
and as they
Lord.
try and dismount and come back into more recessive positions, they get punished.
That was the gap that KSCERATO looked like it was peering on through there. Just squeaks on out, grabs the kill,
okay.
but there's another. They're starting to whir on up.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any player to dissuade you from heading into that B side, it will be the decoy of NiKo. Holding him back. FURIA still down a player, throwing the AK out of the map, just to make sure G2 can't get their hands on that.
Oh, B-Stream update. That one's going to 3. Final map will be Ancient over there between Astralis and Fnatic.
Yeah, it looks like R1 might be going to 3 as well here, Chad. FURIA looking very good. I mean, in this scenario, yes, they are down a player, but they still have the better weapons. They still have a bit of utility left.
Yeah, they have a lot of time too, and Art's actually applying some pressure over towards B. If Hunter goes down without a fight, Art might signal that B is clear, or alternatively, it'll just draw the rotation from these final few defenders.
Art loves to do that. Safe now, swinging out towards ramp. Jax, bit of an off angle here. Safe can't see him, and Jax can't capitalize. Now they try and get out. It's Art that swings into the B site, and now the bomb being held back. 30 seconds left. Hunter with a CZ elsewhere is again taking that Art player down. So it is just down to Safe and yuurih. And they're trying to move their way forward. Safe peering to the bottom of the stairs. NiKo, just about dodges the scope, but now he goes back to it. NiKo taken down, and Safe has to commit to the bomb plant. He will do so. yuurih, his bodyguard, makes sure he stays up, and Aleksib had the shot, had the chance, but Safe able to recover.
Oh, not going to get too many more opportunities like that. That was so close considering the buy that they come on in with. Safe. Clutch moment there with those kills. Essential to get the 14th on the board, and now touching distance from that third map of play. NiKo with a banger there onto drop. Jax trying to play that off angle as you mentioned, but Safe with these kills. Look how good they are right up close to personal with about 13 seconds left and able to finish off Aleksib.
Oh, it's how he goes back to get NiKo.
Oh, double orbs brought out here on the CT side. This is interesting. Aleksib into the secondary. Good movement from him to jump on up with ease. Aleksib and Monacy with the big greens.
Aleksib's leading the charge right now in the kill count for G2, and they've lost Hunter. They've got to play this round. A man down already. And if they lose this, it's 15 for FURIA. Jack's taking the risk, pushing through the ramp, trying to gain some control back.
He's on his own, though. If he goes down here, you're going to see toes spotted. yuurih.
Jack's just positioning himself in the ramp. He's taking this position up, letting them walk into him. He's going to try and use that shadow advantage. Art faking out this B site with some utility, and Jax good for one.
It's another.
Bomb loose, but needed more. And Jax is only good for one. Good trade out from yuurih.
It's 2 orbs to try and retake this ace site.
Yeah, NiKo playing back from CT. He needs a lot of work done here. He's been forced back away from his position with that molly as well. FURIA looking good. Monacy, we need some impact out of him. This AWP goes for the flick up to Palace, unable to land it. And now to the site they go. KSCERATO looks to punch in these digits. And that'll surely happen. Again, this double up retake, not looking likely here, Chad.
If they go for it, this is basically map number 2 done and dusted, and NiKo wants to give it a crack. They do have the kit, but that's on Aleksib, who has to come through connector. One spotted towards Sandwich.
Damage done, but no kill.
They have to save. You just can't justify this. The fact that they even went for it in this type of scenario, it didn't look likely anyway, but things are desperate now. Things are very, very desperate at this juncture. Art trying to rip this away. Aleksib should be hearing the steps. Oh, he's very fortunate that Art's gone looking the wrong way here. Aleksib might be able to hold on to this AWP after all.
But even then, Chad, we are looking at 15-8 right now.
Yeah, if they stay alive, max loss bonus, they can drop 2 M4s, right? At least this round can have 2 AWPs and 2 M4s, and then one of the other players on G2 can go M4 with armor or maybe an MP9 with util. There's still options as far as the buy goes, but this is looking fantastic. This is a map where the scoreline currently reads 15-8, and G2 have won both pistols with conversions. That's not good at all.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it has really just been a one-team show throughout Mirage, and G2 keep picking into this.
Yeah, that's 50% of their rounds from pistols and conversions. That's rough as far as the gun round statistics go.
m0NESY yet to break double figures. He's had the AWP in his hands quite a few times as well. Safe nearly brings down Aleksib. He was a pixel away from finding that one.
Lots of mid-space here for Art, just crawling on down with KSCERATO. This is the time for m0NESY to find some impact here.
Yet to really get involved.
This is meant to be his home map, you know?
Oh, it really should be. Hunter. He's got to deal with a boost up in the window. He's going to spot it. Art will not be brought down, though. Hunter unable to deal with it, and now goes up to the ladder room. He's going to peer down onto Art. It's a quick reaction, but Art has got himself deep in this corner. Hunter, does he expect Art to be right here? He's not going beyond the angle, so won't be able to spot out Art, and KSCERATO will drop both down. Jack's in the ramp. If he's good for one here, this would put G2 in a very, very comfortable spot, but Safe is quick to it. Luckily, Hunter methodical in removing Art out of the window. And it puts Safe and yuurih into a very difficult round. They're completely split up now as well. Polar opposite sides of the map.
Ooh.
With NiKo's kill, it is just yuurih.
Aleksib dropping to a more passive angle here. Does not have a support network right now. So if yuurih hits this shot, he can get into the site and set himself up for what would be quite the miraculous 1-on-4. Aleksib's ult rings true. yuurih goes down. And, well, they keep themselves alive for another round of play here. But there's so much cash to splash over there for FURIA. A buy's not going to be a problem for some time. It might not be a problem at all. Need to retain the double AWPs. Seem to think that's the key difference maker here, but it's never too late for m0NESY to step up and take over the game, right? We understand that he is still a young gun, but we know his impact on this map, right? Everyone's watched his streams. Everybody's seen where he's done his best work.
Yeah, but we haven't really seen m0NESY take over a game yet.
That's true. That is very true. Looking like a B-heavy play right now. They're trying to run down this double AWP setup.
Well, Aleksib, let's see if he can handle this pressure. Hunter at the ready alongside of him. They've done a good job at delaying with this utility. That allows Hunter to reposition underneath the window and NiKo to push through underpass to get the flank going. m0NESY's hit the first. Aleksib playing close inside of these smokes with the AWP. Hunter has been removed, so Aleksib needs it. And the no-scope is good. Now he switches to the AK, and that flank from NiKo gets his reward. 2 players pinned in the side, and Aleksib mauls them. 10 rounds for G2. Maybe, just maybe, this one's still alive.
Well, getting some Aleksib impact here, right? Actually getting him stepping up on this CT side, and it all started in this second half with the pistol round where he had 3 kills. Remember the 2 blinders there as they were trying to go through connector and cross towards the site. So Aleksib's here to play, and that's buying a bit of a buffer. NiKo now starting to whir into control. If you can get that m0NESY impact we're talking about here, I know it's a lot to put on this youngster here, but this game's not done just yet.
Aleksib's kind of buying time to allow his stars to show up, right, and to shine bright at this point. You can't expect Aleksib to carry it all the way through. We need this to happen.
Especially with this man on your screen right here in the server, right? All it's going to take is one Art round. One round where Art is able to weasel his way in the backlines, get himself an opening pick, and that's going to throw the entire round for G2 into disarray. Another buy here. Loss bonus is starting to build on the side of things for FURIA. 2,400 into the next. So if they lose this one without a plant, we might see an NiKo coming forward. Here we go. Timeout taken and really getting into the business end of this map. Both teams clawing on for dear life here in a survival game.
G2 would love to take this 2-0, but FURIA making it so difficult for them. Setting up for A.
Last round they tried to B execute, didn't get through. This time they're trying an A execute. The util being lined on up, and that is going to pressure that of Jax over towards Ticket.
Yeah, NiKo can be called back as well. He's currently in connector. Utility is through. It's the old new execute, Chad.
I used to call this one Titan.
Well, it's through. Let's see if they can shut it down. Jax has done well. Spread through the smoke. The older player, of course, catching off this execute, and Art jumps up with a bomb. And that's it. Down in the open, NiKo sprays away, gets 2 kills, and now it's just safe. He's trying to pull them back into this, but m0NESY denies. 11 rounds for G2. That's a gun round. B and A execute going sour for FURIA. And yes, they have lost bonus, but they don't have enough for a buy here.
Yeah, you can understand the thought process behind those 2 rounds in a row. It's double orbs. All we need to do is get the site control, and then the retake is going to be so difficult here. But NiKo understanding the way to play against this execute. Jax also pushing on in. This is a very old play coming out here. It's many years old. So seeing it getting run again. Not going to profit this time as FURIA are down towards the pistols. This would be some way to pick up round number 16 here. Deagle, CZ, 3 Glocks and some flashes is all they have. It should be G2's 12th. They'll buy themselves another round. KSCERATO ahead of this.
Oh, if there's ever a FURIA round, this would be it. With the pistols, they charge. It's m0NESY luckily getting back. Aleksib doesn't go foul to the pistols, so FURIA having to change that up. It's a quick reaction to go to the underpass, but NiKo quick to handle it.
And it will just be the bomb getting dropped underpass. yuurih to step on out from the palace position. Jax has spotted that. Does go down.
Good kill.
yuurih's in the site now, and, well, it's only going to be a matter of time here. Just 1 bullet needs to connect, and there it is. NiKo getting even more done. 3 more kills for him in a round like that. And m0NESY found 2. Sure, it is just against an eco round, but it still kills nonetheless. Hopefully now we can start to believe, because 3 more rounds to take us to OT here. Timeout called. This time, FURIA burn another. They have 1 more to use after this, and why not? When you only need 1 more round, make the most of all of these opportunities. Lost bonus is maxed out here, so every time they get into a site, they get the bomb down, they'll be able to give themselves a buy going forward, regardless of the round loss. Mac 10 for KSCERATO. I just want to peer on in his spawn. So KSCERATO currently has the best B spawn possible for his team. If KSCERATO starts heading over towards B, we might be something poppy, something a bit quicker, because still this double AWP setup, all it takes is a missed shot and the backup, the support network not to be there. That's all this is going to take. Other options, you could do the top mid smoke with a window smoke, jump through the top mid smoke, charge on up short, charge into connector, try and take some space very early here. FURIA just need to crack through 1, and map 2 is done. But KSCERATO over towards B, so followed by drop. The AWP is safe coming. Art to sell top mid.
It's going to be fast. You're going to try and get through. Oh, Molly goes deep. Aleksib once again is under so much pressure. He has to drop back and try and buy some time. The short play hasn't worked out. They haven't been able to stop this one from crossing. m0NESY yet to deliver impact finally. Will remove drop, turns around and gets 2. But now you've got to look to Aleksib in the site. He has got the rifle back of Hunter to help him out here, but KSCERATO, he's going to be a nuisance in this. Oh! Aleksib with a no-scope. And now goes back to short, but this time will fall. It is the safe AWP, but Hunter's rifle keeps it clean. And safe in the 1v3. Slipping around, Hunter makes quick work of him. FURIA, it doesn't work again. It's 2 away from overtime here for G2. And just a few rounds ago, that saved off from Aleksib really coming into play here.
Yeah, this is actually massive work from Aleksib. His impact is being felt, and so is m0NESY's now. This is 2 huge kills. The second onto R is so important there. That stalls this out. Aleksib's just been a criminal around the smokes, but they're holding the Panther at the door here. Not letting them barge on down, not letting them take this one. Buy back in. Going to be the AK coming out for yuurih here. Some upgrades around the rest to just light on. Mac 10 pistols, mid control. Lots of bodies being thrown top mid here. They're flashed off. They won't try their luck as KSCERATO and Jax going to have a fight over towards the ramp. Shots whiff. Jax doesn't get it done. Can get out of position here, and the rotation coming back quickly towards the A site.
Oh, FURIA sending the numbers over here. Problem is for FURIA, they haven't really even got into the site in recent rounds.
They do have 2 smokes to work with, right? They could set up the standard smoke wall to smoke off between connector, jungle, and the top of stairs, right? That could have a vision, and they could turn their attention to fight against m0NESY and Jax, who are currently in transition right now. Jax is up close and personal here.
He's going to get flashed in, and no, it delivers 1. Just the 1, though. Some more pressure on m0NESY, and the flash has caught him. He's stuck behind triple, throws the smoke to try and stay alive because he needs reinforcements. He needs his teammates to come and help him out, and he's been bombarded. FURIA into the site for the first time in a while. This time, they've got the advantage. They push towards CT. Aleksib under a lot of pressure. AWP's about to be overrun, and no, they're all down. It's just NiKo left. A monumental clutch needed. It's the first tap to the head. NiKo needs another. Fake drops the pistol. FURIA not biting on this one. They want to close this. They do not want to give a single chance to NiKo into a clutch like this, and they won't. 16-13, FURIA bite back. And if they want to come into this third map, well, they've got a battle on their hands heading into Inferno. It's all down to this to stay alive in Katowice. FURIA and G2 will continue after this.